because I'm just shooting videos, talking out my ass. Isn't that fun when we do that? I can't wait to get home. It's going to be at least 20 more minutes though. You guys recognize where we are? Probably not. I hope you don't, because that would actually be creepy if you did. Oh yeah, this is where you went to middle school. You know what's weird? Is that middle school was one of the hardest times of my entire life. But looking back on it, like, I really, really miss it. You know? I miss just like the constant suicidal urges. And I miss the horrible insecurity and wanting to impress my peers and never accomplishing this goal, you know? Like, I miss that. And I'm not being facetious, like, there's a part of me that looks back on that and goes, wow, I didn't kill myself all that time. And I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate how hard things were because of how hard they were. And I know I sound like some typical stupid white bitch, but you know, like, being a white girl in America is fucking hard, okay? There's just all kinds of pressure. There's all kinds of pressure to look a certain way and be stylish and be pretty and be popular, you know? Like I said, everything's a damn popularity contest, but women, I mean, I think this is true for men as well, but it's just especially bad for women. And I think that men are naturally competitive with each other. But when women are competitive, it's so much worse because women are evil. So naturally, you know, when we compete, it's like we're looking for blood, you know? It's sad. It's sad that women want to be like that too. Well, you know something cool that I realized? Because, you know, I've been saying this a lot, that, like, I don't think a lot of people should have kids, you know? Like, if you're not going to raise your kid's going to be all fucked up. And they're going to feel neglected. And what is the number one result of neglect as a child? Does anybody know? We talk about it all the time. Narcissistic personality, okay? But, as cynical as I am about that, one of the upsides to narcissist personality is that those kids that were raised by the narcissist typically become empaths. So, now, I don't want to call my parents narcissists. I mean, I think that my dad probably is. Well, I think he actually has obsessive compulsive personality because he is so, what's the word? Meticulous. He's extremely meticulous. Like, he cannot be in control, you know? He has to be in control at all times. So I actually don't think it's for narcissistic purposes. He is very narcissistic though. But I think he just likes everything a certain way, and if it's not that way, he just completely freaks out. You know, and it's not just your typical OCD. It's like, I could just show you like a list that he wrote for me in relation to like taking care of the house and everything. One of the main reasons why I didn't want my parents to do that for me, because I have the tendency to fuck shit up, you know? And so I didn't want them to do something nice for me all so that I could ruin it, because I feel like that's what I do. But that's because of, you know, the way that I'm wired. I'm just not like a very, well, I mean, you know, I'm not an organized person, but it's not just that, it's like, there are just so many things that, like, you know, normal people or whatever I feel like there's so many things that they're mindful about that I'm not mindful about, and yet there are plenty of things that normies, don't think about at all that I think about all the time. So I guess, it's just a trade-off, really. But I understand how much that irritates my parents, because they're very fucking vanilla, and this is the way we do it, and this is why we do it this way. It's boring and lame, and it's what everybody does. And they're just so typical. Like, they're typical boomers. They're typical white parents that just don't really want to face their problems, just would rather watch TV and distract themselves. And it's like they get on to me because I've smoked weed to deal with my shit. But it's like, you want me to take drugs that make me want to kill myself, and then get mad when I do stuff that actually helps me to face my problems. This is the same argument I got into with my priest, who's also a boomer. Because like I said, this whole generation, they were so propagandized that they believe that a plant is bad, okay? But they'll take all these pharmaceuticals it's like they advocate for fucking Tylenol. Tylenol's terrible for you. But anyway, I'm not going to go on another fucking rant about that. But what's the speed limit here? 35. Okay. But yeah, they mean well, though. They mean well. They all mean well. But they're not open to new information. That's the problem with them, which is what makes them narcissistic. I don't think they're doing it maliciously or anything. They can't help it. But, what was I fixing to say? Oh, you were talking about, how you can use marijuana to, sort of, understand yourself. Yeah, marijuana for self-actualization purposes. The boomer generation is the most, unconscious generation, I think. In regards to, how bad the TV is. Because that's their, generation was when that experiment was performed, to the fullest extent. So, all the generations are experiments of, here's what we're going to subject them to, and let's see how they react, and they never react the right way. People should have balked. People should have gone the other direction, but they didn't. They fucking take the bait every time, dude. It's so depressing to live in this fucking country. But, what was I saying? Oh my god. No, but you're gonna say marijuana is not an escape. It is for a lot of people, though. I know that. A lot of people just like to get high. No. I like to analyze shit. It makes that more fun. I'll be real. It makes it way more fun.